Shine with Kendall Lanice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shine. Thank you for shining with me, everybody. This is Shine, a life podcast, real talk for real people. I am your host, Kendall Lanice. I go by the name of Lady Motivator, as most of you all know. I'm a transformational expert, life coach, speaker, and author. But my passion and my purpose is to bring you the real. That's why it's real talk for real people. To educate you, to entertain you, and to take part in elevating you. That's what this is about. If this is your first time listening to Shine and shining with me, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe where all podcasts are played. You can catch us live at livingtruelivingyou.com every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also listen from anywhere, in your car, in the gym, at work, on your run. You can listen to Shine with Kendall Lanice. If you have an Apple product, iPhone, iPad, you can go right to the podcast app, Apple Podcasts, as well as an Android with Google Podcasts, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. I thank you so much. If you always listen to Shine, welcome back. Don't forget to tell your friends and family about Shine. We talk about everything on the show. And when I say we, I'm talking about the guests that I have. Of course, I'm a life coach, so sometimes I'll do shows pertaining to different life topics, and then I'll have guests. It's a little bit of everything. So if there is something, for everyone on this show. So I'm excited about today's show. It's all about money, music, and madness. It's a live stage play experience. I have some of the cast of the Broderick A. Brown Theater Company of Money, Music, and Madness. This is a play that's going to be right in the Maryland area, Baltimore County to be exact, Randallstown, Maryland. The show is Saturday, July 20th, 2019 at 7 p.m. Tickets are only $15. So when I talk about money, music, and madness, I have the pleasure of directing this amazing cast with this amazing writing. So I'm so excited about directing this group of talented individuals. So in this play, of course, you hear the title, and I'm going to continue to say it, Money, Music, and Madness. But within the play, we're talking about abuse, domestic violence, therapy, family secrets, and a whole lot more. So there's going to be something in this play for you. If it hasn't happened to you, it happened to someone you know. So you'll get a little bit of laughter, drama, and excitement all wrapped in one. So I'm pleased to have Broderick A. Brown, Tessa Simmons, Dawn Gomez, and Otis Freeman. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Shine. Thank you for shining with me. Tessa, are you there too, darling?
Yes, ma'am. Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Wonderful.
Hi,
and Church, the lead actress, she should be chiming in shortly. How was everybody's day? Everybody good?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we're approaching Saturday. How's everybody feel? That's show day, showtime.
I'm excited. I'm ready to do it. Excited as well.
We're all excited.
and I too am excited. You know, I love to see, and as I said in the beginning, I'm a transformational expert, so I do life coaching and a lot of different things. So transformation is my specialty. So when I see a play and I'm directing the play and we start at one point and I see the development of the characters, I see the professionalism grow. I see, the lines being remembered, everyone adding their own creative flair to it. Like, it really, really makes me proud, because this is like my podcast. It's a little engine that could. So I love that.
I like that.
Yeah, because everybody has to start somewhere. It's not overnight.
Yeah.
And I know when Tyler Perry talks
Right.
about his journey, he says like his first play, he put all of this money in, and 3 people showed up to this huge theater. And
wow.
and the show still went on. The show still went on.
The Fox Theater in Atlanta.
The Fox
Which
Theater.
is like $10,000.
Yep.
Which is like $10,000 to rent.
Yep. And he said 3 people showed up. So, and fast forward to him having a huge lot in Atlanta, having Tyler Perry Studios, where a lot of shows, not just Tyler Perry shows, but a lot of shows are filmed. So that just goes to show you. So with that being said, Broderick, let's talk about you. Tell the people who you are, and I want them to know, a little bit about you and your journey as a writer.
Okay, well, by trade I'm a journalist, but I got into creative writing several years ago, and I wrote a play initially to pay homage to my grandmother and her friends at our church. And that play was well received, and it gave me the inspiration to write more and to develop more. And we started the Broderick A. Brown Theater Company. And now we not only are we producing the shows that I write or the plays that I write, but we've actually been contracted to produce others.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And this is your 3rd play, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so as a playwright, can you see your growth from the first one to now this 3rd production?
I do, because the more you do something, the better you get at it. And I see the development that I'm going through as a writer.
And I think that's awesome. And that's supposed to be, that's how it's supposed to be, the evolution. Excuse me, I'm tongue-tied today. But the evolution of people, that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to get better. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to grow. And that's going to be a continuous process, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So Otis, where are you, my dear? Where are you?
I'm here.
Okay. How you doing, Mr. Otis?
I'm doing well.
Well, I thank you for shining with me this evening. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here, and I'm really excited for Saturday.
Absolutely. So let's talk about Dr. Vanderhill. Tell the people about your character and why you decided to accept this role.
Well, I've worked with Broderick on a few other plays and had a very good experience. This role, well, I've been definitely stressed as an actor in many of the roles I've had with Broderick, and this one, again, is another extension of not my personality, but something that's kind of stretching me as well. So this character is a psychologist. He's a psychologist of one of the key characters in the play. I don't want to give too much away. While he's a good psychologist, there are some issues that somewhat grew in his practice, I guess I could say. But for the most part, he is an African American psychologist. I think that's really important to see in different types of media.
So, and I agree with you. I think it's very important to talk about psychiatry, therapy, counseling, because in the Black community, many times it's shunned, and people are told to go to church or to seek God, and they're not talking about therapy. And I think that's an issue, and I don't understand why people can't do both. You can seek God, you can go to church or your religious, whatever your religion is, you can go to the house of God within that religion, and you can also go to therapy. Have you heard that before, Otis? Have you ever heard people say, well, no, I don't need to go to therapy, or you don't need to go to therapy, just go to church? And what are your feelings about seeking help when needed?
Well, I'll try to make it as distinct as possible. But, I tell people, because honestly, I didn't hear much about therapy growing up, or psychologists, or anyone that went to those types of doctors or institutions. And you hear so much about trauma, and for instance, you hear about the trauma that the Holocaust caused, and we also hear about the trauma and what that did to the DNA of those individuals in that community. But we rarely talk about how, as African Americans, we've gone through more than 200 plus years of trauma and to go through that. And so we're not only dealing with the racism, we're dealing with the trauma that continues to go on with police brutality, familial issues, drugs, and the fact that we don't a lot of times have access or the awareness to go to therapy is really, really sad. And the good thing about this play is that one of the character that goes to therapy is a very successful person, a person who is a mogul, I guess. A
career-driven woman, yeah.
Career-driven woman, and it normalizes. It makes it normal. It is normal in the play to just go to therapy, and I think that's what we need to see more of in Black media. That it's normal to go to therapy. People who are very successful go to therapy. So, of course, the rest of us should go as well.
That you made a good point, Otis, and I totally agree with you. And that was an excellent point. Like, she seems to have it all. She has the education, she has the business, she seems to have it all, or what the world thinks is all, I should say. And there's still something missing. There's still something that she needs to rectify or to get right, I guess, with her spirit and her mind and everything to be aligned. And that leads me to you, Dawn. Hey, lady, how are you? and Grandma Bessie. And the reason why it leads me to you is because she's in therapy because of family secrets.
Yeah.
Trying the family secrets. And that's a big one in our community. In the Black community, don't go out there telling our business. We're sweeping this under the rug. Yeah. We're acting like this didn't happen and that didn't happen. You got grandmothers raising grandchildren. You got aunts raising children who think that that's their mother or that's their father. Let's talk about family secrets in the Black community. What do you feel about that? And does your family have secrets? Let's keep it real.
Boy, I tell you what, boy, don't open that closet. Absolutely. There are plenty of secrets in my family. One of the main ones was my mother has an image conscious. So she's one person when she goes to church. She's another person when she's home. And being that she's a narcissist, that goes back to therapy with Otis, narcissist and has OCD and a lot of disorders, she didn't want anyone else to know. So we were to always look perfect and sound perfect and act perfectly.
Isn't that something?
But when she was home, she was so nasty. It's like night and day. But she would do anything. If you even opened your mouth that anything was wrong, it was shut down. Like they would do an Area 51 if we step on base. Immediately shot down. Lots of secrets. I mean, I just found out that, and it was a painful discovery, but that some of my ancestors were actual part of the slave trade. They were African Americans who actually held slaves in their own home and traded.
And so many did. Isn't that something?
Yeah, Mama was like, well, we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to let people know. I'm like, no, I think people should know. That was a horrible thing to do.
Right.
And we need to own it. I think if we let secrets out and own up to what it is, either accept what the situation is and move forward and realize that we all make mistakes.
Absolutely.
We all, I'm saying, no one's perfect.
Right.
And move forward and not really care about what other people think, because people are going to think about you whatever they want.
You're absolutely
whether you're perfect or not. They're going to find something wrong with you.
Right.
So,
and also we're only as sick as our secrets,
Amen to that, yeah.
And so many people and so many families hold secrets near and dear to their hearts, and they're hurting the people around them. They're affecting the future. And I know a lot of people like that. And, you know, even in my family, like certain things weren't talked about. Certain things are just, well, that's for the family. No, because if you can help someone else in your story, because I truly believe that our testimonies are not just for us. The things that we go through are not just for us. They're to help and heal other people. And hopefully they can avoid pitfalls, or they know how to make it through to the other side. And I think so many people people put shame on it. You know, people put shame on so many different things that it makes it difficult for people to come out and speak their truth. And I think that we're doing everybody a disservice. So, but in this play, Grandma Bessie, she is letting the secrets out. And you're doing it well, I might add. So let's just talk about Grandma Bessie for a moment. When you think about Grandma Bessie, what do you think? What do you think of this character you're playing? Because I think you're doing a mighty fine job.
Well, thank you very much for that. Grandma Bessie has many layers to her. She's a matriarch. She's just, you know, she's been through a lot. She's been through trauma herself. But she's old school, you know, you kind of wipe it under the rug, sort of sweep that under the rug and pat it down and make it look nice. But for the love of her granddaughter, she decides to come out and, you know, tell all. And
so some tea is going to be spilled in this play.
Oh, the tea is going. That's not going to spill. It's just going to drop on the floor and just splash all over the place. But Grandma Bessie, she is a character that I could tap into because she kind of reminds me a little bit about my own grandmother, who, may she rest in peace. She was born in 1910, and her mother died. She wound up raising her nephew. And at one point, I remember her telling me to my face, I think I was about 13 years old, she goes, you know, they used to offer money to me. I could have slept with men for $500 a week. And, you know, $500 a week back
that sounds like Grandma Bessie. Wait a minute. That sounds like Grandma Bessie.
You know?
Rick, you've been talking to Rick. You've been talking to Rick, Dawn.
I never met Dawn's grandmother.
No, she has not. Unless we did a seance. That's the only way that would happen.
But isn't that something? Wow.
Yeah. She was, and my grandmother was, I never knew this. My mother hid this from me because she really didn't want me to be an actor. So I didn't know that my grandmother was an actor herself.
Oh, wow.
Model. I never knew that.
Oh, wow.
For years.
Wow.
I think we just discovered that like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like, what do you mean she was too live?
Oh, wow.
You know,
so you get it honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's passing down.
Isn't that something?
You know, we have so it's amazing. She's a great character. She's fun to play with. I have fun with her. I find new levels with her. It's like an onion, just peeling back layers.
Yeah.
She's got so many layers, and boy, I tell you what, come Saturday night, she's going to be amped and live.
She's going to be off the hook. And as with Otis's character, as well as Tessa, who I'll talk to you just in a second, Tessa, I definitely want to hear from you. But with Otis's character, I see the different ways that you're playing the character, Otis. And just like with Dawn, I see at each rehearsal, you're finding different ways to read your lines, to act out your character. And I think the more you do your character, the more you become your character, and you're finding the idiosyncrasies of your character. Otis, is that important to you to really get to know your character and say, you know what, if I'm a doctor, I'm going to do it this way, or I'm going to do it that way? Do you think about it before you come, or do you come to rehearsal, or do you just go with the flow and then you're in the moment vibing off of Church's character, Kenya?
I definitely think about it. Think about sources of inspiration. I have some friends who are psychologists, and just different types of ways to say lines to be the most effective. And then, of course, at practice, when speaking with other actors and going over our lines together, it definitely have that person to work off of and to get their energy as well.
Yeah.
Now, of course, when you get on stage, you just the day of your juices are running, the adrenaline is pumping, so you always it's always fun to do that because if you know your lines, you can always just go with it, and that's always an adventure. So I'm always excited to get on stage and to do what we practiced for so long.
I know it's very fulfilling at the end when you put the work in. And that's why it's important to really, no matter what you do, really do the best that you can do and really put your all into it, because it's so rewarding when you see the outcome of hard work. It's just so rewarding. And I think that's the feeling everybody's going to have on Saturday.
Good.
Again, we're talking to we're talking to the cast of Money, Music, and Madness. The play is July 20th, 2019, of course, at 7 p.m. at Randallstown High School. Tickets are only $15. Please come out and support. You never know where you'll see these actors again. And you want to be able to say, I saw them back then at Randallstown High School. Now look at them now. Like, because people love to have bragging rights. They love to say that they knew you when.
That's true.
All right, Tessa Simmons. Tessa, are you there, darling?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. Got out of the mess of the rain.
Are you dry? I was going to ask you, are you dry?
Yes. I came in immediately.
Oh, wow.
Out of that.
For those of you listening in other parts of the country, it was pouring down, raining, thundering, lightning, the whole 9 yards. And we didn't have rehearsal today because, your power went out, Rick. I mean, there's flooding, there was thunder and lightning. And of course, at the end of the day, we want everybody to be safe. All right. Tessa, you play.
I'm sure everyone studied their lines anyway.
Of course, because they're professionals.
That's rehearsal.
Right, of course. But Tessa, you play Maisha. You play Maisha of Secret Desire. I want to talk about your character, and then I know you told me, we talked about the play, and I talked about abuse, domestic violence, therapy, family secrets, and you said I would love to be a part of the show because in my personal life, I experience all of it. And what better foundation to have to act out to your character, Maisha, even though you're not directly, in those scenes with the domestic violence, but you do talk about it. Hey, I saw her. She was pretty beat up. And that's all I'm going to say because we're talking about domestic violence. I don't want to give too much away. But when you're delivering that scene, sometimes I look at you and you have a seriousness about you when you're in that scene talking about what happened to, the A characters, I'll say, because I don't want to give them away until people come. When you're doing that scene, is there something going through your mind? Do you have a personal experience going through your mind? Or is it that you're in the moment of this play?
Well, during rehearsal, I'm actually just in the moment of the play, but it does touch personal for me. I was abused by my grandmother and my father, and physically and sexually abused, but not from them, from other family members sexually abused, two cousins. So, personally, that touches home. I don't condone nor do I play about physical, emotional, or verbal abuse. It's just not something that I stand behind, and I know the hurtful feelings that come behind it, and also how it can affect the person in their personal life, and it can be years later. So, yes, when I do the rehearsal, when we're in rehearsal, it's not that I definitely don't think about my own personal, because that's something I want to push in the past and not dwell on, because that was a hindering situation for me in my growth as a woman, as a mother, as an adult.
But look at you now. You would never know. You would never know because you're just as confident. I mean, because I know she is the singer in the play. And she has 3 songs, and I don't even want to give away the songs, that she belts out and that she performs with confidence, right? Would everybody agree with that? Especially yesterday. Especially yesterday.
I'm fine.
With the heels. But, I mean, I think everybody on the line and everybody in the play will agree that we've seen you evolve.
Yeah.
Can everybody agree with that?
We've seen her grow.
Yeah.
Yes, we definitely, from
and
day
we've seen her
one,
grow.
absolutely, from day one into the confidence you had yesterday at rehearsal, I think that that's pretty, yeah, wasn't she confident? I was like, you definitely,
Boy, I was like, what?
right. She put, I think it was the shoes. What y'all think? I think it was the shoes. I think it was the gold shoes.
I almost tumbled in them shoes. I played that off.
Because you are
So
professional.
I told Tessa, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I told Tessa, like, from the moment that she auditioned, I knew that there was talent there.
Mm.
And I knew that we could cultivate it together.
Mm.
And Tessa's destined for a lot more than what she's doing right now.
I believe that.
So I want
I
everybody
believe
to look
that.
out for Tessa Simmons. She's going to have music projects coming out. She's going to have more acting projects coming out. And she will be the name to remember.
I might have to write you a song, Tessa.
Because y'all gonna have me crying on the phone. I had an emotional day, and
Oh.
this is my positive ending, and I'm about to cry.
Oh.
Don't do this. You cry, it's all right.
Tears of joy. I'm gonna have to, you know,
That's
I'm not just a director, also I'm a songwriter. I'm gonna have to write you a song. I don't know. I didn't know that, Rick. Thanks. See, you gave us some info. Some confidential,
Yes,
I
have to admit, I thank Broderick all the time because I told him before, he has a lot of stock and faith in me and my talent, and obviously he sees something that I don't want to say I don't see because I see it now, but I'm very thankful to him for just working with me, giving me this opportunity, because I know a lot of people wouldn't know, and I shared it with actually Otis last night. The first play that I did with Broderick was my very first play, and also considered somewhat of my very first performance.
Even even singing. So even that was the first time.
I did one singing performance, and it got messed up, and I never performed after that.
Wow.
I never performed after that. It shut me down for a little bit. I have this thing with trying to be perfect. I know I'm trying to break out of it, but
yeah,
that was kind of my hindrance of wanting to be perfect. And
perfection is boring. You don't want to be perfect, because if you're perfect, you don't have anywhere to go. You don't have room to grow, and perfection is boring. So the beauty in trying is the beauty in succeeding. Think about that. So if you're growing, there's beauty in growth. So if you're perfect, you can't go anywhere else. So if you're not perfect and you're not trying to be perfect, then really the world is yours, because you're going to continue to keep growing and learning and experiencing different things. And you're just going to become an all around, better person. So you don't want to be perfect, but I know, and some men may feel like that, but I know women really have that.
Yeah.
You know, we have that on our shoulders, that we have to be perfect. We have to look a certain way. We have to speak a certain way. We have to be a certain way. We have to, you know.
It's trained in us through our mothers and our grandmothers and our womanly figures, because it's like, as women, we have to, even though I know a lot of males like to say that women are emotional creatures and fragile and all that, but I feel like we're the strongest in certain aspects.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and I, you know, to even share with you guys, in my 20s and 30s, I really felt the need. I'm pushing 50 now, but in my 20s and 30s, I felt the need. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I ain't going to come out like that. I didn't know that.
I appreciate that. And that's because I stopped trying to be perfect and I started living my life.
Wow. Good advice, so now I definitely know what to do.
Right, because if you're trying to be perfect, it's just impossible, because you can never be everything to everybody. It's just impossible. You can't. And striving to try to be perfect is exhausting. Yes, because somebody down the line they're not going to think it's perfect, and then you're going to try to figure out why they don't think it's perfect, and then you're going to try to prove something. Like, really, in order to really, you hear people, and as a life coach, I've been talking about this for years, but now it's very popular to live your best life and live your authentic life and live your full life and live an abundant life and all of that. But you're never going to get there trying to please people. You can try to please God. That's about it. And it stops right there. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if you're really doing your best and you're learning and growing through the process, then that's all you can do. Because people have to take Tessa, Dahjn, Otis, Broderick, Kendall as they are, and they have to love them and accept us as we are. And if not, that's not our problem. We just keep living and we keep learning and we keep growing. And even at my age, I learn every day. I teach, but I learn every day. And that's what the beauty of life, and that's really what life is about. So I love that we're talking about this now. I love that we're touching on these subjects within this play, and I think it's awesome. I really, really do. And I'm so proud of everybody in this play, and I can't wait to see your journeys, even in Broderick's next play and beyond, because you all are really, really talented. But most importantly, you guys are good people.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Can you just call me every morning? Not lying about that one. Give us like 15 minutes. Matter of fact, that's a lot of callers, so give us like 5 minutes apiece. That's inspirational.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. And as a woman in her 50s.
Looking good. Looking good.
Yeah, I am. I just turned 52. So I hope I look. Oh my goodness! I hope I look as good as you did when I. Oh, thank you.
That's that beautiful. That's called moisturizing. in good jeans, you gotta moisturize. That black, but if you don't. But if you don't moisturize and you try to be perfect and you try to please people, then that black will crack. So you got to take that prescription. Moisturize. Yeah. Don't be concerned about anybody else's opinion, and keep living your life without apologies. There you go. Tessa.
I have been moisturizing, but I'm learning to not, because I was a people pleaser, and that's probably why I was having a self-destruction mode, because I was trying to please everybody, and that's where the perfection thing came from.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interject, but I got to share this quickly with you guys.
Absolutely.
When I started writing these plays, I second-guessed myself more than I should have. Mm-hmm. And I ended up throwing away scripts that are much better than the ones that I've ended up producing, because I was listening to other people's opinions of what should be. Mm-hmm. On this particular project, I did it my way.
I think that's good.
And whoever loves it, I'm sure most people will love it.
Absolutely.
I tried to not make a satire as much, but I guess I can't help but write humor sometimes. So it has elements of humor, drama, there's music,
there's madness.
And it's entertaining. Like, I always endeavor to entertain my audience.
Yeah.
So that even they can find things that they may be critical of, they can always say that the general project was acceptable.
Yeah. And I think, and even with you, like Tessa was saying that you gave her first break and you really poured into her. And I think that that's important. And I think as a writer, just seeing her potential, just seeing what she could become, and just giving her those powerful words and that encouragement. I think that that's awesome that you took the time to do that, because I know even last rehearsal, she stayed late. So that shows me that she's dedicated to try to learn and try to be the best that she can be. And I wouldn't call that the perfection part. I would just call that just really working at your craft. Right. Absolutely. As everybody, because you guys have been there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
From her.
Absolutely. So Otis.
I had 10 more like her. I'd be rich next
So Otis, and everybody is definitely equally talented. Everybody on this call, and even, you know, the rest of the cast, definitely. So I don't want to leave anyone out.
Yes, they are.
But Otis,
yes, they are.
Absolutely. So Otis, what do you think people will get, the audience? What do you think that they will get out of this play?
Well, I hope that I say this, it is a drama, but there definitely are moments of comedy. So I hope that they, you know, can receive the message of the play, which I think is just about being honest with yourself, honest with your family, when possible, to really dig deep and be the person who you're supposed to be, and embrace your family the way that you should embrace your family. And all, you know what, also to try to do the right thing, because doing the wrong thing and trying to be sneaky doesn't get you far. You know what I mean? So, so yeah, try to operate with integrity.
I love that.
I hope that they get that from this play, and you know, it's enjoyable. It teaches lessons without browbeating you with them. So,
right, and I think that's awesome. And I mean, that was very well said, to teach you integrity, and that the secrets that you keep will eventually explode and affect people around you, within your family, within your community. So I definitely think that people will get that out of that. All right, Broderick, guess what I'm going to have you do?
You're going to have me interview you?
Mr. Writer. No, we'll do that another time. It's not about me. Although I'm directing these amazing people, and I love it. I want you, we have about 8 minutes left, and I want to see, this is going to be like a parent. So you're going to be a parent, Broderick. You have to name all of your children right now. Everybody that's in the play.
Wow. The whole cast, huh?
Yep. Let's see.
Shirvita, Tessa, Adam, Shayna, Dahjn, Otis,
Walter,
Fallon, Walter, and Awesome.
Devin.
Oh, Divine. I'm sorry, and Divine.
That's Tariq, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we can't forget him. Did we miss anybody?
Anna.
Yeah, you missed Aunt Janice.
Kelly. Yeah, Aunt Janice, Kelly.
And the one that had the baby.
Yep,
Miriam. Yes.
It's so.
And I got to especially shout out Miriam, because Miriam's been with me a long time, and she's our designated fill-in during rehearsal.
And she's good.
Miriam can handle any role that I give her.
Yeah, she's good.
She's very versatile.
Yes, she can.
She's good. And I told her, I said, darn, I wish you didn't have that baby. I would have gave you a bigger role.
Yeah, I said the same thing to her. I would have given her a bigger role if she didn't have the baby.
Absolutely.
Don't forget your narrator, Gus.
Yes.
You got to set out Gus. Gus is also very faithful, very dedicated, very professional, and he adds a certain element to my play.
And there's this
awesome voice. Awesome.
Absolutely. And there's this magnificent lady named Kendall Anise. I think she's pretty awesome.
I tell you, that Kendall boy, fabulous.
Kendall is tough, driven, focused, but very genuine.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I definitely didn't want to make this about me, but I had to humor you guys. It's hilarious. But this is Money, Music, and Madness. This is a stage play by Broderick A. Brown, the Broderick A. Brown Theater Company. The play is July 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, I always say that because somebody's going to say, well, I'm going to come. And a lot of people are coming into town. I had some people ask me, well, when is it? I'm in California. I'm like, well, it's not in California. It's on the East Coast. It's in Randallstown. So that goes to show you, Rick, that people are interested. Because some people saw the flyer and they asked, and there was somebody in California. So, and it's so funny because I'm so conditioned when I'm doing my play. I'm like, it's at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Pacific. So every time I say a time, for some reason, that follows like a robot. But these amazing characters are going to be brought to life. Dawn, what do you think that somebody is going to get out of this play? So if you have a young man coming in his 20s and he's sitting down in the audience, what do you think that he may get from this play?
I think for a young man or for anyone, that it's okay to be human. That people respect you more when you're human, when you show your humanity and that side. And it's, like you said earlier, it's not perfect. It's not packaged pretty. It's okay. You tend to respect people more when you know that they have flaws, and it's okay to have a flaw. It's okay. People are still going to love you. Those who love you are going to still love you.
Absolutely.
Those who don't love you weren't meant to be on that train that you're on.
Absolutely.
So I think that's what, and it's very important for you to, like you said earlier, to be your authentic self, to be true to yourself. And it's okay if you make a mistake. It's okay. If you fall, you gotta just get back up.
Right.
And so I think that's what I'll take away from it.
And it's okay if you were holding a secret. It's time to release that secret, especially if it's affecting your family members and if it's affecting you. Because sometimes when you hold a secret, it affects you. Let's throw away the trying to be perfect for other people or trying to be that picture perfect family in that frame. Let's break that frame. Let's release the secrets. Let's lift up the rug, because that's when families begin to heal. And if you can heal, then you can recover and you can be all right within that family. But I think you do your family a disservice when you're keeping lies from people who need to hear the truth. Now, I'm talking about within the play, and I'm talking about life. So there's a character in here. Right. So, Rick.
I want to add one more thing. I want to say apologize, too. Apologize.
Yes.
If you make a mistake, apologize. And that's one of the things, I'm a mom, and I'm a grandmom now. And even when I do something and say something and maybe I discipline wrong, I've always came to my kids and say, hey, listen, I'm so sorry.
Me too.
I apologize. I didn't know. And they respect me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they respect me for it.
Absolutely. And my daughter, real quick, because we don't have much time left, but she was on Twitter and she said it was a thread going around like parents don't apologize to children and parents always think they're right. And she came in the room and she said, Mom, you apologize all the time if you misstep or you say something. And I really love that, because we have to understand that we're all people. And we make mistakes not because you're a parent, you think that you can't make a mistake or you don't have room to grow. But younger people, Tessa, you said you can learn from us. We can learn from you. And I can learn from you, Otis. I can learn from you, Dawn, as well as you, Rick. Yeah. All right. Wonderful. Thank you guys so much for joining with me and shining. I even though I just got this tongue today, I guess I'm not talking right today, but thank you so much. And Rick, I'm going to end.
Thank you.
I'm trying to. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And it's an honor to have you as well. And sometimes when I'm trying to fit everything in and trying to talk so fast, we got about 1 minute left. So Rick, I'm going to give that to you. Tell the people why they should come out to see Money, Music, and Madness. And before you say that, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Otis. Thank you, Tessa. I will see you tomorrow. I love you guys.
All right. See everybody tomorrow.
All right, Rick.
Well, thank you. And I just want to let you all know that you should come out and see Money, Music, and Madness, because it's an entertaining stage play. It's an entertainment experience, actually. We have comedy, music, drama, and we have storylines that you're not going to be able to see coming. You won't be able to predict the end of this play. Personally, I hate when I'm watching a movie or a TV show and I can predict what's going to happen scene by scene. That's boring. So I don't want to bore my audience, so I give them a lot of plot twists, things that you will not see until the very revelation of it. So again, come out to Randallstown High School. That's 4000 Offset Road in Randallstown, Maryland, on Saturday, July 20th. Doors open at 6 p.m. to the public, and the show starts at 7 p.m. Thank you.
All right. Remember, you are a star, so don't allow anyone to dim your shine. Until next Wednesday, God bless. Peace.
Shine with Kendall Lanice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.